In this Premiere tutorial, I will be breaking down this reel.
Your brain is not broken, it's just addicted. Addicted to quick hits, endless scrolls, and noise.
So all the assets that I used in this video will be available in the description below. So let's get started. Make sure to join my Discord server. There I will provide many presets and effects as well. So the link is in the description below. Now moving to our video, this is the video we want to create. You can see I have just copied my reference and I will not delete this right now. We will go with Scratch. Now this is the video and we will set up the frame, animation and all that. Now first we need to create our background and we need to also import our assets. So I have these two assets only because we will not need much of them. So I will just simply bring them down here. I will double click on this sequence, and in the sequence settings, first I will just simply hit on new item. I can create a color mate. Make sure it's the resolution because this is a YouTube size. It will be width will be 19 by 20, height will be approximately 1080, and I can just simply click OK. And now main thing, the dropper tool, I will just simply copy this background color and I will just rename it to PG main because this will be our main background color. I will click OK and I can bring this to the timeline. Now we can extend it wherever I want to. Now the next thing we want to do is to create this animation. Yeah, you can see this one right here. So for that I will just simply hit on new item. I can just go to color mate again, and then I can just hit on again, and now I will dropper tool and I will copy this color now and I will name it to 2 because this will be our second color. Now the first thing we want to do, if we see in our original video, it will be this animation. So this character will be right here. So to do that, first I will bring in the character image. For now I will go to effects controls and I will just simply bring it right here in the middle. I think this is the middle. I will hit on position keyframe, bring this keyframe forward, and I will just simply make it slightly like this. So now I will just simply make sure to ease in the frame. You can see it will give us this animation. Now once this is here, this will animate. So I will just simply bring this upwards, and now for this one we need to make two cuts. To do that I will just simply hit on the draw tool, sorry, the pen tool, and now I will just simply make a line mask around like this, and we have to make it like something like this. So you can see it will be looking like this. Now once this is done, I will just simply hold alt on my keyboard and make a copy of it, and I will just simply hit on inverted on one, so it will create this. Now of the mask feather, I will make the mask feather to 0, and for this one too I will make the mask feather to 0. Now we need to animate this like here. Now to do that, first I will just simply animate one side, then second. Now for that I will just simply hit on rotation and position keyframes like this, and I will bring them to the start. Now moving forward, once it is here, I will just simply make sure to adjust this rotation, and I will just enable the scale as well. And now I will just simply position it to wherever I want. For example, the last position I want. So I think this is approximately okay. I think I will have to rotate it a bit more. So this will be the last position for this. I think that's done. Now for the other one, I will just simply hit on position rotation keyframes, bring them right here. And now I will just simply rotate them to the other side. And now I will just simply scale and I will just place them wherever I want to. I think this is done. Okay. Now if we see our animation, it will be looking like this. Now I will just simply select all of these keyframes and I can just simply ease in them, and for these two I will just simply ease in them. Now if we see in the original video, once this animation is done, then we will have this brain pop up. Now first I will just simply apply some Gaussian blur to the start. So to do that I will you can use two methods, but I will use this new item, adjustment layer. I will create it and I can bring it right here to approximately like this. Now I will go to effects and I will search for blur. I will apply the Gaussian blur to this adjustment layer. And now once this is done, I will hit on a blurriness keyframe at the start. It will be approximately 235. You can do that. And now once this is right here, I will make it to 0. So it will create a small animation like this. We can always extend the keyframes further apart like this. Now once this is done, uh, we need to bring in the brain png. So I will bring in the brain png right here. I will go to effects controls, and now I will just simply hit on it. And if we see, its original position can be approximately right here. The difference between this video and this is because this is the character is bit bigger, but I have not make it bigger. So now if we see, we have this animation. So to create that, I will just simply hit on it. I will add a position and opacity keyframe, and at the end point I will just simply bring these forward. Now at the start I will just simply make it like this, and I will make the opacity to 0, so it will give us this animation. Now once this is done, we need to create this text animation. It's not broken, it's ejected. Now to create that, we have this animation. So to do that, I will just simply move to Premiere Composer. I will just simply bring Premiere Composer here for now, because we need to make the reference right here. Now if we see in the text presets, if we see the animation, we have this fade character animation. I will be using this to explain how to create it. Now I will just simply bring it right here, bring this down, and now we can again extend this to make a view. First I will type in the, we have properties here as well. I will just bring the properties here too, just to make this. Now if we see, we have the text. So now first I will type in that first letter will be capital, then we will not have any broken, and we will have a comma. You can see the comma, it is right here. Now if we go in the fonts, I will just simply choose a different font for this, a bit stylish. And this isn't good. I will choose this Helvetica because it's looking better than others. And now I will just simply click on it, go to Effects Controls, and I will just simply paste it right here. Now the image of Jane will be right here, and it will be like this. Now animation is done, but we need to create the text effect like this. To create that, I will just simply go to properties, select this. I will just scroll down, and now here is the main thing that will happen. Now if we see, we have this black or color. So how to create that? I will just simply, in the fill color, I will just copy this text, and in the stroke I will just make the stroke enable, and I will just simply choose the red color because it isn't a bit visible. So I will just choose the red color. Now I will just simply make the stroke width to, I will just go with 3, or I can go with 2. I think this is looking better. So this is how you can create this text. Now I can just simply copy this again, and now I can go to effects controls, and I will just simply paste it like there. And now what I will do, I will go back to properties again, and from here I will type in its. So this will be right here. So you can see this is created. Now if we play the whole animation, it will be looking like this. Now we can just simply move this forward. So once one is animated, the other will appear to, and I can just simply make it like this, or you can just simply copy these and you can just adjust them whole. So now one by one they will be animated. Now once this is done, if we see our next animation, everything will just fade out and this will come in the center. So now for that, I will just simply first do with this, I will hit on a scale keyframe to hold this animation, and now I will just simply make it like this. I will hit on a scale keyframe as well right here, and now I will just simply make it a bit bigger. And for every other layer, I will just simply select all of them except the bg2, and I will just simply nest them. Now once this is here, I will hit on opacity and a position keyframe, and I will just simply bring them right here. And now once this start to go here, I will just simply bring them down, and I will make the opacity to 0. And for this one too, I will make the opacity, it will be 100 here, and it will be gone to 0. So it will be giving us this animation like this. Now once this is done, we need to create the other animation, this one, and we can see this and this. So now to create that text animation will be same. I will just simply bring this right here. I will make a cut to this because we will just need to animate it. Now to do that, now I will just simply, to cut them into 4 parts, I will just simply move to the reference side like this, and you can see at the end point it will be looking like this. I will just simply select it again, go here, and we have this mask. So now I will just simply have to create a random mask around, sorry, we have to keep it straight, and I will just simply move to this point, and we will just make a mask around it like this. So now once this is done, I will just simply make a copy of this layer, and I will delete the mask from upper layer. Now what I will do, I will just simply make sure to again do a mask, and now we will do it to the other side like this, like this. Now I will make a copy of it and I will delete the mask right here. And now at last I we have approximately this, and I will just simply make it like here. And now I will make a copy of like this. Now I can just simply see you, if we just simply disable all of these layers, these are in the four parts. Now I will just simply disable the mask feather from every layer like this. And for the end one, I will also this is the mask feather. Now once this is done, I will just simply make sure to adjust them so it matches our brains PNG. There isn't any dot or all that. So now at the first one, this is looking a bit odd. So I will just simply make it like this. So you can see it will be looking like this. Now, once this is done, we have to just simply select a position. And now at this point, I will just simply bring this right here. And I will just simply go in the other one. I will hit on a position keyframe, bring it to the start. And at this point, I will just simply make it like this. Now to create these, I will just simply go in once like this, and we will just simply move with the different. I will just simply go to different blend modes to achieve this. So you can see this is right here. And if we do exclusion hard mix, so one is this, you can just apply this to like here. And if we see color dodge, this isn't good again. Linear add, color burn. And if I again scroll down, we can also use subtract as well. And for this one, we just have to differentiate it. So now if we go with this, you can also do that, and then we can have all these text. So to the text, you can just simply move to the nested sequence and just copy this text right to this layer right here. And then you can just simply double click on it and bring them right here. And you can, if you want to bring this behind the text, you can just simply copy all of these layer. I will bring them upwards, bring the text animation down, so you can see it is behind this. And you can just simply go to properties again, and in this section you can just simply move with italic like this. So that's all for today. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, take care and bye.